mean, I find film really difficult and trying to make it feel like a consistent character. When
Was Suffragette a difficult role to play?
Yeah, Suffragette was difficult because, you know, she was an ordinary woman, a completely ordinary woman, and then by the end she's almost radicalized and, you know, trying to make her a consistent person, I guess. That it doesn't seem like one person at the beginning of the story and then suddenly she's just transformed and now she's a really brave woman, you know. And there was lots of kind of tricky stuff in it, but, you know, all the scenes that you always think are really hard are the reasons that you take the job. So, you know, they're the really, you know, the ones that you build up to and think, oh my God, I'm going to get to that day.
You had one scene with Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
What did you talk about off camera?
Oh, they didn't have any shoes in her size, so she brought her out of Africa shoes. So we were just like drilling her out of Africa stories for a long time. Yeah, it was fun.
Did she give you any advice?
No, I mean, I find people like, you know, people don't. I'm surrounded by, you know, incredible actresses that I would, you know, look to, but people don't bestow advice. They just lead by example, you know, and she leads by example.
All my life, I've done what men told me. Well, I can't have that anymore.
Took my love, took it down.
I incite the women in Britain!
And I handle the seasons of my life.
We break windows. We burn things, because war's the only language men listen to.
Well, I've been afraid of changes.
There's nothing left but to stop you.
Built my
We're in every home, we're half the human race, you can't stop us all.
time makes you bolder, even
You might lose your life before this is over.
I'm getting older. Too.
I don't like acting unnecessarily. It embarrasses me. I
Yeah,
think it's 'cause I have
Roundtable
brothers
read-throughs I
that are
find
like,
excruciating.
terrible.
Yeah.
Carey, what about you? What's your toughest moment been?
I don't know, it's sort of weird, like there's always the things that you think are going to be tough, like, you know, I've been nude once and I was like, oh, that's going to be a nightmare, and actually that was kind of fine. You know, it's like, kind of fuck it, oh, and now I'm naked and everyone else isn't, this is hilarious. But it's never a single thing, it's more like a whole, you know, it's a whole character. It's like trying to, the toughest thing is trying to sell a whole story. People always say you played such a strong character, and I remember someone said that to me when I played a role in Shame, and she was like a suicidal mess. And I said, she's not strong at all. She's incredibly weak. But strong to people means real. It means that you believe that that's a person who exists, as opposed to some, you know, two-dimensional depiction of women.
Why are there not more female directors? And can you do anything to change that? I mean, you're in a position now where you can say, I'm going to work with this director. What can be done to change this? Because it hasn't changed in decades.
I think what Kate's just saying actually is, I mean, it actually literally hadn't occurred to me, because we are all being asked this question a lot at the moment. And I think you're right, Kate. It is so much to do with the fact that most of us do have families, and, you know, the commitment for a director on a film is a whole year, if not more.
We need to just literally, and I'm so guilty of this, but like, if you hear about a film that's made by a woman, go and see it, regardless of whether you're interested or not, so that it makes some money. Because it's only money that's going to change. You know, it's if they make money. And Ava DuVernay was saying so interestingly about the year that she was offered Selma, and she was in the Sundance Institute with another guy, and they spent the whole year doing all these festivals together, and they were all kind of, you know, and the films were equally as successful and equally well reviewed. And at the end of the year, she was like, oh, I've been given this money to make this film, Selma. And her friend was like, yeah, me too. I'm making Jurassic Park. You know, and it was like...